Hey guys, and welcome back to Draw Along Doodles with Walker. This week we're going to be working on our fall Thanksgiving grouping, and one of our first ones is an acorn. I don't know about y'all, but I always know that it's fall when my acorns start filling the yard. We have so many, and they're so big. They are probably my least favorite thing. I love watching the trees change, but I hate cleaning up acorns. All right. So let's start with getting our base of our acorn down. We're going to make a big letter U. You might want yours to be a little bit skinnier or a little bit wider, but in general, you have a big letter U. Then we're going to come from the edge of these, and instead of following around to flatten it out, we're going to come and bring it down to a center point so that we've made a little curving edge triangle right there. All right, now we need a place for the cap to go. So the cap is going to have texture, but we need a place for it to go. So we're going to draw a slightly curving line over. We're going to go up, up. Now we're going to make another slightly curving line over. Now for our stem, where it would have been attached to the branch, we're going to come and make...
Teachers, please pardon this interruption. We just wanted to make you all aware that we know that there are some internet issues at the moment, and we are hoping that it will be resolved soon. Thank you.
Daily life. So we've got not exactly a rectangle. It's like a rectangle with a triangle at the bottom. All right. Now we're going to come in and add the texture for our cap. So I'm going to start by making something that looks a little bit like a guitar pick, just a curved edge triangle. And I'm going to come and put those next to each other, and I'm going to let them tilt along the top of this lovely, almost cylindrical shape, but the cap, that's what I'm going to go against. It's teaching or letting them trail along. All right, now we need to do our second row. Because we are putting them in between, we want to start at the middle of those triangles. So there's the middle, the middle, the middle. This one we're going to get to see more of it. Middle, middle, middle. So we're continuing that same pattern, almost like you were making scales, but instead you're using slightly more triangular shapes until we get down to the little tiny pieces. And they're going to tuck a little bit more behind. Okay, now we're ready to Sharpie. It is helpful if you Sharpie this part first, and I like to let my lines skip around a little bit. That way, it feels more like a texture and less like a pattern. Sometimes it can feel too regimented. It can feel like it's got too prepared of a surface. So I'm going to come, and I'm getting it. I'm not breaking it up into like a billion little dashes, but I am thinking about where I really want it and where I can let the viewer's imagination finish it out for me. Because sometimes you got to give your viewer a little bit of work to do. They came to look at art, so they're going to need to look. All right. Now on this bottom, I am going to connect them because that's going to be how I separate my top from the body of my acorn. Okay. I'm going to give myself a couple little lines back here just to kind of emphasize the curve. And then I'm going to come downward with that U and follow the triangular line. Okay. Now, I like to come in and add a few lines to emphasize the grain and where it's going. But you don't have to add those. Those are totally a style choice. All right, you guys are ready to add some color to your acorn? Good luck and have so much fun.